Today we're going to look at how to propagate Hibiscus and Camellia from seed. I got these seeds from places like Hong Kong, Thailand, Singapore, that kind of places. Some gardeners there collected them. I went to Amazon and ordered the seeds, which were really reasonable. It took a long time to get to me, probably the slow boat from China, so to speak. But here's these. I started in paper towels, wet paper towels, in a baggie, and they start sprouting. And then when they start sprouting, you get them in these little peat pots. And some are still not quite up all the way, but they're getting there. And the peat pots are these things that you can get. They're very thin. They're very thin, originally, and then you add water to them, and they swell up. And here are the seeds of the hibiscus. I have already some more hibiscus from another place, hoping to get some really cute and pretty colors. So what I'm going to do first is try to set this up so that it's easy to see what I'm doing, and I don't have to necessarily, if I'm new at this, necessarily have to hold the camera, which would be preferable. There we go. All right. I can just get it to stay where I want it to. Yeah, live and hope. Okay. Well, not perfect, but should work. I'm going to take one of these little sprouts and find an unoccupied peat pot, preferably that one. One can use like a piece of bamboo or something and just make a hole and kind of squish it in there. I'll squish it in there. I think I'm just going to hold it. It's not working to do what I wanted. Okay, so let's do another one. Seeds are little black things. Put that one there. Just be gentle. You'll be fine. Okay. Got a bunch of them kind of stuck together. I gotta get them separated, so give me a sec to do that. There we go. Here we have another one. We can stick right in that one. And looks like there's room for one there. And there's room for one there, and oops, where did it go? Oh, stuck to me. Okay. can see what I'm doing. Sorry, not trying to make you dizzy. I'm just new with this. One there. One there. And it's supposed to be a collection of amazing colors. We'll see if that's the truth or not. There may be some pretty interesting colors that may not be available here that come from far away. So I thank the gardener that took the time to collect the seed, and apparently did a good job, because that's pretty good germination. That's pretty good germination for hand-collected seeds. That's why I have a tendency to wonder about them, because in a way it's like if they were hybridized, like some people claim they are, I'm not so sure you could grow them from seed this easily if they're truly a hybrid and not something that was naturally developed. Hybridization sometimes is very naturally done by breeding different plants to different, different traits of different plants to each other to create a new version of the same plant. So, I suppose people could argue that's what is going on here, but it's like really hard for me to wrap my head around that this practically happened overnight for me, that they became something I could grow in my home garden. It just didn't happen. Now I've got one of the peat pots from here, and because I'm starting to have an awful lot of these seeds. There we go. Okay, we got that one done. Just keep that moist and not let it get too dry. That's important. I'm going to have to add a little more water to this. As you can see, we still have some seeds. There's one. I'll put it over here in that one. And this one on this one. It's not hard, it just takes a little time and patience. And I think the patience is well rewarded when you see the flower finally bloom for you. It's truly wondrous and gorgeous. And the red hibiscus I have is huge. I mean, it's like the flower is like 6 inches across, it's like stunning. Absolutely no care to growing it. It's just grows, just does its thing. And that's like really cool, I think. And the fact that this comes from a little black seed is also kind of amazing. And you see there's, what I do with the seeds left over, I'll plant them anyway just to see if they'll grow. But I think most of them are doing their thing or not. I think I might put a bunch of them in here and a bunch of them in there just to see if they'll grow, just to make sure that I'm giving them all a chance. Okay. Now, in a similar fashion, I have this bag of dirt that the instructions online said to put in dirt, wet dirt, and start that way. And these are the camellia. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see very well, there's a pretty good size sprouts in there, but I don't have anything to put them in, so I'm gonna have to take this container. You can use bigger containers, have lids, recycle, but this is a little container that I picked up somewhere, I'm not really sure. It's a little bucket. Has to hold water in order for the peat pellets to be able to expand and fill up. So if it has a drain, it's not going to work. It has to be a bucket or something that has a solid bottom. Let's see, maybe one more. That's going to be tight. Just let those soak up for a minute. Now let's see what we have in regards to these little seeds. There's one. There's another. There may be more that come along a little later that haven't started yet. There's not a whole lot that have started yet in here, so patience may be needed, but I've got a couple going that need to be put in something. I don't see any more. I do see two, and they do seem to have that glossy dark green kind of color to them. I got quite a few seeds, but as you can see, there's seeds in here. I mean, I don't know if you can see them, but they're not sprouted yet, so they may take a little time. So right over here, yeah, you can speed up the process if you put hot water on them, but I don't like to do that. I'm just waiting for them to swell up so I can plant the two. And you can keep the others undone if you want, or put some other seed in them, or just be patient. I just may put the seeds that I have in there. I don't know. Just put this back into the bag that I had them in and wait for them to sprout. I think I'll do that. So they're starting to swell up, so give them a second. I'll just take a look at my garden. I've got apricots coming on. They're getting ripe. We've got a nice breeze today. There they are, they're starting to swell up. So I'm going to put them in the two middle ones because they're the most swollen up of the two. And get them into some real dirt. I probably won't put them in sun yet because I don't want to fry them. They're not quite hardy enough for sun. So sometimes after I put them in these things, I'll keep them in indirect light for a few days till they kind of settle in. So that's basically it. It's not hard. Takes a little patience, you know, but then you get some really nice results. And there you have it. Starting camellias and hibiscus from seed. Try it out. Toodles poodles.